Shalom, shalom, Israel. First of all, I'd like to give all honor and glory to Yahweh, and I do so by Shem Shah. Second of all, I'd like to give double honor and glory to the elders who taught us the truth and paved the way for us to come and grow in this thing. And I'd also like to give sincere shalom to the brethren who are diligently in this truth, seeking after righteousness' sake and fleeing from wickedness. And I also like to say, free the elder Baruch, that's currently in South Korea being detained, and also free Dark Low. But Salakia, my recorder cut off. But as I was about to say, that's not what this video is about. Like, this video is about the true understanding of Jeremiah 14 and 2. And I'll probably title the video something around that. But first let me read it. Judah, hold up. This don't look, yeah, that don't look like the right art. No, this looks like the right version. Judah mourneth, and her gates thereof languished. They are black unto the ground, and the cry of Jerusalem is gone up. So like most Hebrew Israelites, when they read it cut off again. But as I was saying, most Hebrew Israelites. Let me put this back in the KJV. AE. Most Hebrew Israelites, when we read this, we often like to attribute it to the tribe of Judah being dark skinned because it says that they are burnt onto the ground. Now, which like, even though the tribe of Judah, like, you can't really say all of them are dark skinned, like, like they just have darker skin than compared to I say most of the nations in the world. But that's not what this verse is really speaking about. Now, if you read the rest of this, like, the whole concept of this chapter really is the Lord sending a famine and pestilence and plague upon specifically the southern kingdom, or the kingdom of Judah, or like the kingdom of the house of Judah, because the wickedness that they did. And like, this is right before the Lord sent Judah captive. But and like people like to refer to the gates as the elders and like the wise council, which in most contexts it is, but like for this it's actually not. Like, I believe this is actual literal. But let me go to the place I wanted to go to prove it. The book of Nehemiah 2 verse 12 through 17. Book of Nehemiah 2 verse 12 through 17. And I arose in the night, and I and some men with me, neither told I any man what my God had put in my heart to do at Jerusalem, neither was there any beast with me, save the beast I rode upon. So like, this is a Nehemiah and some men like just roaming around in the land of Judah, like after, I believe, one of the kings, I can't say if it's Darius or Cyrus or whatever king it was, that granted us, specifically Nehemiah, to come back and rebuild. Verse 13, and I went out by night at the gate of the valley, even before the dragon well, and the dung port, and viewed the walls of Jerusalem. So like, Nehemiah was just escaping around, and like he was looking at Jerusalem, which were broken down. The gates thereof were consumed with fire. So like, this, like the proper context, like when it just says the gates thereof are burnt, they're black into the ground, like it just means that the gates like are destroyed. Verse 14. Then I went to the gate of the fountain and the king's pool, but there was no place, for the beast was under me to pass. Verse 15. Then I went up in the night by the brook and viewed the wall, and turned back and entered by the gate of the valley, and shall return. Verse 16. And the rulers knew not whither I went, or what I did, neither had I as yet told it to the Jews, nor the priests, nor the nobles, nor the rulers, nor the rest that did the work. So like, Nehemiah just like, I believe it was some men with him, but like it might have just been him. Yeah, yeah. Verse 12 says some men with him went with him, but like Nehemiah was just escaping around the city, like bewailing like Jerusalem, and like he really didn't tell others what he did. But verse 17, then I said unto them, ye see the distress that we are in, how Jerusalem lieth waste, and the gates thereof are burned with fire. Come and let us build up the wall of Jerusalem, that we be no more reproach. Cons like the whole Jeremiah 14:2 is like speaking about like physically the gate is like the gates of Jerusalem burnt like after the Chaldeans and the Edomites um burnt down the city of Jerusalem like in the sieges. Like verse 17, like Nehemiah 2:17 says basically saying Nehemiah telling the people that the gates are burnt, and like we need to go back and build Jerusalem so it can become a reproach. Now, I wasn't planning on this, but let me try to sneak in one more verse. Hopefully, I can find it. I believe it's like Psalm 139. If I can't find it, I'll pause the video till I find it. If it's not like Psalm 139, it's like I believe Psalm 149. So like yeah, I'm gonna pause the video real quick and I'm gonna come back when I find it. Alright, I'm back. So like yeah, I found it. It's the book of Psalm 137. Book of Psalm 137. Let me get the context at verse 1, but we're gonna skip down. The title clearly says it, the morning of the exiles in Babylon. Verse 1. By the rivers of Babylon, there we sat down. Yea, we wept when we remembered Zion. So like this is just like a few Israelites, like just weeping, like remember Babylon. I mean remember like Israel, like the land of Israel, specifically like the southern kingdom or the land of Judah. But verse the last three verses. Remember, O Lord, the children of Edom in the day of Jerusalem, who said, raise it, even to the foundation thereof. Like the day of Jerusalem just means like the day that Jerusalem went down. Like the Edomites were there, they said like to the walls, I believe. Who said raise it even to the foundations thereof? Or it didn't say the walls, but like the city. Basically, that's what it meant. O daughter of Babylon, like in Edom, is referred to as the daughter of Babylon. Who art to be destroyed, happy shall he be that rewarded thee as thou hast served us. Happy shall he be that taketh and dashes thy little ones against the stones. Yada yada, yada yada. But like, this is basically saying like the Edomites were there with us. I mean, the Edomites were there with the Babylonians when when the land of Judah was being destroyed. So like so like I don't know if this really like this third part Psalm 137 helps, but like I mean it kind of helps because like it shows you that these two nations, the Chaldeans and the Babylonians, the Chaldeans and the Edomites, said raise it like the city, and like therefore like the walls being a part of the city, like basically the protection of the city were broken now. But anyways, I pray that somebody got edified, and if y'all want further edification, I'd advise you ask the brother from Sakari, because that's where I got this doctrine from. But anyways, I pray y'all pray for me, as I pray for y'all, and I pray y'all pray for each other, and I pray y'all that y'all might pray that Dark Low and the other Baruch is freed, and that this Russian Ukraine stuff really pops off. Like also they are safe and they are keeping law, statutes, and commandments. But anyways, I hope somebody got it. I would like to give all honor and glory to Yahweh and do so by Shem Shalom.